Hi guys, welcome back to the Forgetful Sky, and this week we're gonna do a book haul. Yeah, it's a Christmas book haul. Most of these books are from the Christmas sale that Waterstones and Barnes & Nobles do on the day after Christmas. I think it was 30% off everything in store and then 50% off specific items. So 2 of these I got while Christmas shopping for somebody else. One was a Christmas present and one was a Christmas present to myself. So I'm gonna start with those and then we'll continue on. Oh, my nose is itching like crazy. Okay, so the book I got for myself for Christmas, and if you saw last week's video, you'd know that I love this series. I'm having so much fun. So it's The Hexologist, A Tangle in Time, Hexology Book 2 by Josiah Brankoff. Yeah, Brankoff. And so I didn't mention it before, but I love this, the intricate yet simplicity in the first cover. I love all the complicated designs, within the alchemy or hexology, hex circle. I love that. I loved Iz and Warren on the cover. And this book follows the same design and I really love it. And I love how the hexology symbols within these circles are different in this book. Do the color schemes kind of remind me a little bit of Hogwarts? A little, but we don't talk about that. Okay, so as the nation's foremost investigators of the paranormal, Isolde and Warren Willoughby have made quite a name for themselves as the hexologists, detectives of the uncanny, the monstrous, and the strange. After a decade of wedded bliss and dozens of fantastical adventures, there is a little in the world that can't surprise them. But when a famous artist dies under suspicious circumstances, Isolde finds herself investigating a murder that may not have happened and a crime scene that seemed to shift beneath her feet. The laws that govern magic are breaking down. The mystery will carry the devoted duo to seedy underworlds, enchanted gardens, and the subterranean military zoos. Equipped with Isolde's hex and Warren's muscle, an enchanted bag full of magical relics, the hexologists will have to risk life, limb to unravel the riddle at the heart of a tangle of time. I am so excited. It looks a little bit bigger than the first one too, which I don't mind. Don't mind at all. Okay, so 378 pages. The other one was just over 300 pages. Don't mind. A floppy boy. So this book, it's probably the only book in the stack I paid full price for. Actually, I didn't read the first book when I grabbed the second one, and I was shopping with my younger brother and he's like, well, you don't even know if you like it. So kind of guilted me into reading the first one, and I'm so happy it did because I had so much fun. So I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, and this is the Christmas gift advertisement. Bookmark, do something with this. It's called Assassins Anonymous. Rob Hart, author of The Warehouse. Okay, and I love the knife going through. So I've been looking at this book for a while, but I just didn't pull the trigger, and my brother's like, oh, fine, here you go. I got it. Merry Christmas. I was like, thank you. I'm so annoying. Mark was the most dangerous killer for hire in the world. But after learning the hard way that his life's work made him more monster than man, he left all that behind and joined a 12-step group for reformed killers. Into it so far. When Mark is viciously attacked by an unknown assailant, he is forced on the run. From New York to Shanghai to London, he chases after clues while dodging attacks and trying to solve puzzle of who's after him, all without killing anyone or getting killed himself. For an assassin, Mark learns nonviolence is a real hassle. I mean, that just sounds like fun, right? Well, just me. No, come on, guys. This sounds like fun. I don't know why I'm acting like you're disagreeing with me. But, what is wrong with me? Okay, so this one, I've been interested in a while, and the thing is, like, I've heard people love it, I've heard people hate it. A couple people I watch on BookTube that, you know, our tastes are kind of like 50-50. One loves it, one hates it. So it sounds like fun. And you know, I just want a fun, like, vampire story right now. So, A Tempest of Tea by Hassan Fazal. I am so sorry. I am the worst. And has, you know, stencil edges. On the streets of White Roaring, Archie Cashmere is a criminal mastermind, a collector of secrets. Her prestigious tea rooms transform into a legal blood house by night, catering to the vampires feared by society. But when her establishment is threatened, Archie is forced to strike an unlikely deal with an alluring adversary, Arthie. Sorry, I keep saying Archie, but it's Arthie. To save it, and she can't do the job alone. Calling on some of the city's most skilled outcasts, Arthie hatches a plan to infiltrate the sinner, glittering vampire society known as the Aetherium, but not everyone in her ragtag crew is on her side, and the truth behind the heist unfold. Arthie finds herself in the midst of a conspiracy that'll threaten the world as she knows it. I mean, a heist with vampires. Yes, please. Now, the books I'm talking about now are the ones that I got on the day after Christmas sale. So none of these were full price. None of these were full price. So the only book I paid full price was the Hexology book. The Assassin book was free, and the books I'm reading now all together with the sale, my points, a gift card, $45. I love a good deal. Okay, so this I've been wanting to read for a while. I really hope I like it. But some of the booktubers, one booktuber loves this book, and we're pretty much like 9 out of 10 same taste. So I'm really hopeful. Okay, A Study of Drowning by Ava Reed. And this is sort of the, not like paperback floppy guy cover. Okay, so Effie, I really should have checked these names before. So Effie has always believed in fairy tales, even though crumbling under the pressure of first term at college, she can't seem to tell the difference between fact and fiction. Taken by chance and maybe fate, her favorite author's estate, she stumbles upon Preston's Hellery, a scholar from Literature College, determined to find evidence that the late author was a fraud, because Hyrath, perched on the very edge of wrathful ocean, holds dark secrets, the likes of which Effie and Preston thought only existed in the pages of books. The house and the truth might ruin them both. So I'm just reflecting on how horrible I'm reading today. But anyway, that sounds interesting. Kind of, I love fae. I love fae in books. Now when I say fae, I mean like, you know, Celtic mythology fae in books. You know, not the kind that have wings and have sex in midair, but you know. So like, this sounds really interesting to me, and it was on sale, and I wanted to buy it for a while. Now, I hope I like it, because guess what I did, because they were on sale. I bought A Theory of Dreaming by Ava Reed. Just because you love her doesn't mean you can save her. Beautiful cover. Oh, I didn't realize marble. Marbling. Beautiful book. I didn't even realize any of that. I was just like, ooh, the second book is on sale. Hell yes. Beautiful stencil edges of a bookshelf. Okay. And, okay, so the only synopsis we get is the believer who drowned herself in fairy tales, the unbeliever who built a fortress of truth. Every love story must reach its final page. So that's the only... Woo, Woo! Talk about buying it blind. But you know what? I've been good all year when it came to shopping purchases and been saving up and stuff like that. So you know what? I splurge a little bit. And when I know I can splurge, I go a little crazy. So here we are. And then I got An Archive of Romance by Ava Reed. Also beautiful. You know. This says, together in company of family and friends, Epheria and Preston. I'm not saying their last names because I can't. I'm sorry. Cordially, and it's also in script, and it's making my dyslexia crazy. Cordially, I'm gonna have to do I'm doing the little put your finger underneath it kind of trick. Cordially invite you to share in the celebration, the exchange, married vows. So, you know, it's a little bit of a spoiler. Oh, I didn't even realize. Beautiful edge pages. These the same? No, these are different. Very beautiful. But this seemed like the third in the series, and I wanted it. So, no, I just wanted it, you know? Sometimes when you're really good about your purchases all year and you see a huge sale, the pressure valve releases, explodes, whatever. Anyway, a story is never just a story. While fairy kings scheme to invade the mundane and professional, and a professor aspired to harness the supernatural for power, one little story canalized itself off the pages. Experience Effie and Preston's take on the never before in the immersive collection of mementos, illustration, maps, blueprints, diary entries of the two books I just mentioned. Relive the romance and embark on your own dark academia journey through expansive passages and essays and, you know, things like that. So this seems like kind of diary entries and so forth. But I thought it was so cute, and it really, really was cheap. Not like cheaply made, but like cheap to get. Anyway, I know I have a problem. Anyway, the last book, I've been sitting on this author for a while because I'm not the hugest fan of contemporary romance. But you know what? I want to give her a try, and I decided to go for the book that kind of launched her off the page. So this is Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. It does have a bonus chapter, which you guys know I hate, but it's fine. As a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith doesn't believe in lasting romantic relationships. Her best friend does, and that's what got her into the situation. Convincing that Olive is dating and well on her way to a happy ever after was going to take more than a hand-wavy Jedi mind trick. That's funny, because this is a Kylo Ren and Rey fanfic with the Serophiles rubbed off, right? Scientists required proof. So, like any self-respecting biologist, Olive panics and kisses the first man she sees. That man is none other than Adam Coulson, a young hotshot professor and well-known ass, which is why Olive is positively floored when Stanford's reigning lab tyrant agrees to help her charade as a secret and be a fake boyfriend. And when big science conference goes haywire, putting Olive's career on the Benson burner, Adam surprises her again with his unyielding support and even more unyielding six-pack abs. So suddenly their little experiment feels dangerously close to combustion, and Olive discovers that the only thing more complicated than hypothesis of love is putting her own heart under the microscope. So that is hilarious. I like a book that is tongue-in-cheek, you know, and, you know, I want to give her a try. Everybody loves her, and I'm trying to give contemporary romance a try. Okay, I'm gonna go because my camera is dying. I hope you enjoyed the haul. Yes, I have a problem. I really hope I like Ava Reed stuff, or I'm probably gonna throw things. Anyway, I don't want to, but it's time for me to get back to the real world. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.